it's great to have that pride, but it's like you can't let that pride like blind you from that this country is not perfect.
And not only is it,
and no country is perfect.
Yeah, it's like, and it's, yeah. I think the first step is really admitting that slavery was wrong. I don't understand why people have a hard time admitting that it's wrong and that there should be reparations from it. Like, this isn't something that is so difficult to do. Now, I think another reason why it's kind of hard for why the Canadian situation may be different from the American situation is that those Asians or the Japanese or whoever that
the refugee group
was, right? The refugee group, they were told to go. They had another country to go back to. Whereas in America, slavery is you got to deal with it here.
I guess, yeah,
face us,
true,
in the face. Now, should that stop anybody? No, but you know how people are.
Yeah.
People are scary, and because of that, they may not actually want to confront the situation because that's why we start making up excuses. Oh, like, oh, it was in the past. Oh, it was this. Oh, it was that. Because they know how bad it is if you really want to dive into it. And, it's been normalized to talk about, so it's easier for people to push it aside. Yeah. Whereas what you just told me, I knew nothing about that. So now I'm like, okay, well, that's new information to me. That's not normal to me. That's clearly messed up. But it's so dope that they said, like, we're sorry. Not like dope, like, that's what you should do.
I'm saying, it's common. Yeah. Like, I come into your house, I'll beat you up, throw your bed across the room, mess up your room, and I dip and be like, what you mean? I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
and then get mad at you when you start asking.
And mad at me when I say, hey, bro, you gonna fix my room?
Yeah.
It's like what? I even mess up your room. What you talking about?
And so that's what we need to do as a people. And, and what we also need to stop doing is expecting celebrities to be our voice.
Facts.
Like, few people, J. Cole, they came after Kendrick.
Yeah.
I'll just use those two to just stop there. The fact that people came out of these people for not speaking up right now, or for waiting too long to say something.
Yeah.
I think that it's, for those two specific people, right? I think that you literally don't listen.
Yeah.
To everything that they've said, their music, from way back, 2015, 2016 music, is being played right now. No change to the lyrics. No change to the soundtracks. It's being played right now. You know what I'm saying? The Blacker the Berry, King Kunta, All Right, freaking Forest Drive. But, like, everything's being played right now. But you want to come to them and come after them and say that they haven't been talking about these things the entire time. It's like, yo,
like that.
That's not fair.
Yeah, like that one Jay-Z lyric is like, do you listen to music or do you just skim through it? Like, it's really showing, like, everything that's happening right now, just listen to Pimp a Butterfly. That's it. Listen to it front to back to front.
Bro, listen to it well.
I'm telling you. I mean, because it was 2015. Like, I'm like 13, like, album come out. I'm like, okay, these songs are like dope. Yeah. But like, now listening to it, it's like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah, and he doesn't need to speak out. But that brings it to the question: is like, why are we always so dependent, or why do we always rely on a celebrity's voice?
Yeah.
So I can see the one side of it, right? Of course, they have a bigger platform.
I mean, and you forget, like, so many people, like, celebrities for so many people are like they're idols.
They're idols, yeah.
They're role models.
The people that they want to be. Exactly.
Yeah, the people they look up to. Like, for me, I look up to, like, my role models, like my dad. Right. Like, that's just my biggest role model because, I mean, that's just he's influenced me so much.
Right.
But it's like my favorite rapper, or maybe not my favorite artist, Drake. I'm not looking at him to put out no music. That's not going to change my day, whether he put out some song talking about social justice or whatever. I mean, but he's Canadian, so I mean. But regardless, I mean, I'm not looking for him to put out anything crazy. Anything, like, I'm just, me being mad or not has nothing to do with whatever Drake got on his mind. Because, I mean, he probably got tons of girls. He not worried about that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but it's like,
and
why you need that?
You know, it's like, yo, bro, look at it like this. I would not look for celebrities are people.
Yeah.
Individuals at the end of the day, right? So when they release their statements, especially like on Twitter and Instagram, that's their like that's them. Like, I'm thinking about something. Let me just type it on.
Yeah.
Now sometimes it comes out good, but when it comes out bad, we bash those celebrities. But it's like, yo, they're just people. And you can't assume everybody is educated on this matter, because the reality of the situation is that
they're not.
A lot of people are educated.
And it's like these celebrities are just as, I mean, you look at celebrities for like this beacon of, you know, always being so cool, always being so collected. But it's like in times like these, stressful times like these, it's like these celebrities are just as confused, stressed, and I don't know what as everybody else. And that's just kind of the reality of it. Like we are all going through this big movement and this big change in our society. And I just don't see why we got to look to your favorite rapper, your favorite artist, or anything.
Yeah.
And if they put it out, it's dope. Like that Lil Baby song, The Bigger Picture,
bro.
Woo!
Baby, The Other Side of America by me.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? T Grizzly song, bro. Like,
I'm telling you, hey. These boys are spitting. They
spitting.
spit.
You know what I'm saying? Even other songs, you know, Nas and Kanye West, Cop Shot the Kid. Like, there are songs out there, you know, like we said, Kendrick, you know, but like there are songs out there that, of course, touch on this topic and touch on these issues. It's just, are you willing to listen to them? And also, stop depending on these people. You know what I'm saying? I
mean, I'm fortunate, like LeBron James, my favorite basketball player. And it's fortunate for me that, I guess I could say I probably look up to LeBron. But it's because he's more than just, like, the basketball player. So it's like he has his, like, voting initiative or whatever going on. It's like, all right, cool. Someone who I look up to, someone who I like watching is doing something.
Right.
And it's something that I can stand behind. I can try to stand behind Kendrick music. That's only going to get me so far.
Right.
But if I'm actually standing behind something, that's when I can actually do something.
Right.
And that's when I could get mad or something, when they're like if it ends up being terrible or something like that, then all right, I have a right to be mad because he's not affecting change in the way that is benefiting society. But until then, I have no bearing on what these people are doing. I'm trying to focus. Yeah, I have no bearing on that.
Stop coming after black people and during this time, bro. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? We need to all unite and speak up and etc. But yo, come on, bro. Not everybody is educated, and some people are afraid to say the wrong thing. Right?
Speak on that.
Like, I think that we automatically assume that, you know, everybody kind of feels or understands what's going on. But actually, the reason why we're doing all this is because we're bringing awareness. Not a lot of people know what's going on.
Yeah.
Also, it's been 3 weeks. Not like black issues haven't been going on for like eternity.
I mean, yeah, this been going on for 3 weeks.
But like this specific race of extreme awareness, Black Lives Matter movement, things going at this fast pace. Well, slow pace, but faster pace than before. You know, relative to how you think. It's just, you have to understand that some people are adjusting and some people don't know when to speak up, right? And even as me and Christoph do this, it's like, yo, when we discuss what we're going to talk about today, it's like, oh, should we speak on this? And it's like, well, let's do a little bit more research before we speak on this, because other people are listening, and if they don't know and we say something that's a little bit wrong or isn't the main focus of what we're talking about, we're actually dishing out false information and therefore making other people less, like maybe having other people take steps back.
Yeah, it's not new knowledge no more.
Yeah, it's no longer new knowledge. It's actually false knowledge.
Yeah,
and that's what
no more.
We're not trying to speak out, and we can't challenge something that we're not completely clear on, right? And that's what people. That's another thing too. Stop challenging stuff you're not clear on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop doing that. You know, we are educated individuals. Right? I mean, meaning the general we. We are educated, but not everybody is educated on the same topics.
Yeah.
Right? So go get educated on these topics. Education isn't statistics. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge, not brain.
It's not little raw numbers.
Right. You need to really get in there and understand, maybe analyze, do a little analytical things, maybe use some statistics, but really figure out what you believe. And to be able to argue that point or defend that, not even argue, we don't like to argue, be able to kind of like defend that point, make an argument around it in terms of more of a literal standpoint. And then we could talk about it. Talk to people. They'll challenge that. And then that continues to, that's knowledge.
It's the uncomfortable places that's where you get growth. Like,
right.
Just like working out. Like, we like being fit, athletic guys, but it's like, don't we like to lift weights and work out? Like, it's uncomfortable, but that's how you get better.
Right.
That's how you grow that muscle.
Our push never is the pain. Our push is the end result.
Yeah, it's like you have to put yourself in those uncomfortable situations to grow.
No pain, no gain.
Yeah. But I've been sitting like
for right now.
I'm saying,
we don't want pain.
But it's like, think how much this world has changed in 1 month.
Yeah,
1 month.
We have flipped. Excuse my language. We have flipped shit.
It's like 1 month, and I can't even articulate how much this society has really shifted on a social sense, not on a political sense, because they haven't. They've been passing some things, but it's like
it's not
at all like that. But on a social level, how much life has really changed in the past, and I like to think like it's. God is up there, because none of this would have happened. We got coronavirus, everybody staying at home, whole bunch of people it's really, it's baffling to see that it's the exact moment where everybody was sitting there doing nothing. The biggest sin of the human race, racism, just opened up across the world. And it's like, yo.
Yeah.
You can't even explain out of all of the circumstances that this could have happened.
At a time where you're supposed to literally be to yourself and be inside.
Now you're focused on trying to be with everybody else.
Everybody, you're unifying everybody else.
Still trying to work out that nuance, and it's like,
that's crazy.
Yo, hey.
Yeah.
When you think nothing is working, God is working.
There is a power up there that is beyond our understanding. Yeah. But at the same time, we also influence what goes on down here. And I think that it's important to let people know that we are continuing to spit out this new knowledge, right? Because we want you guys to have multiple perspectives on things, right? And that's why we encourage you to come and speak on the podcast. Because I think that what is the most important part about like what me and Christoph are doing is that, a creative platform is dope and all, but like I said, we can't rely on the people who have a lot of following and backing, a lot of millions of followers to speak on stuff, right? Because think about it like this. Let's say that they have a microphone, right? They have speakers, right? But all we have is our voice. But think about it. If we unify all together and speak at once in unison, focus on the same thing, speak change, right? We amplify that message just using our voices the same way one person with 3 million followers can do with their mic.
Yeah. So
I just think that it's important that we continue to come together, continue to work together, continue to have conversations. We as new knowledge, we're releasing way more we about to start doing posts, get our graphics together, etc. Join the teams, bro. Support. You know what I'm saying? Put us on to people who are also doing this as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not closed off and act like we're the only. I know that there's youth out there speaking out loud and speaking against things, and we would love to have them join together, create a whole little.
It's really about just coming together, and that's what the platform's for. It's for just amplifying the youth, and you can't really amplify it if you're not together. You're not unified.
And even those of you who are, what we consider old heads, but you feel youthful. Speak like we love you. You know what I'm saying? My father spoke.